In our trader rundown on this Monday morning, Dan Deming of KKM Financial joins me now to take a look at the week ahead. Happy Monday to you, Dan.
Thanks, Angie. Thank you.
So let's start with that jobs number.
242 versus 180 expected, plus revisions to the previous 2 months higher. So overall, across the board, definitely a stronger number than what the market had anticipated. And the other thing in there that was kind of buried is the fact that the wage growth was pretty flat. So I think, from inflation front, that causes maybe a little bit of a pause for the Fed, but overall, you're seeing job growth with low inflation. So it was kind of like, I think that was the only little hesitation in the number that maybe you can point at. It's like, well, they'd probably like to see a little more inflation, but overall, you have to say that number is pretty positive.
You mentioned the VIX. The VIX is a look at implied volatility going forward. The VIX has dropped like a rock over the past few sessions now.
Sure has.
What is that telling traders, Dan?
It's, basically it's an indication that, to some degree that a lot of the concern is coming out of the market, particularly when you look at defensive positioning as far as, the willingness to buy options to defend against the outsized move in the marketplace. And we're just seeing the market now being able to hold on to those levels, rallying significantly, getting through some key levels, when you look at the market pushing through 1950 in the S&P and now up to 2000, where you're seeing again, that constant kind of building of the foundation that the market's going to be able to kind of hold these levels. It's found a range at least, and so you're losing demand for protective positioning at this point.
Now, what is your trader instinct telling you? Is this a bear market trap with this rally, or does it really have the potential to have some legs at this point?
What's really interesting is it's just the sheer magnitude of these moves, and I think that if you step back and look at the breadth of these types of moves, you'd have to be a little bit concerned because they are very large, and when you get these outside moves, typically that leads to another outsized move to the opposite direction. Gold certainly performing very well this year so far, so a lot of moving parts, but short term, the volatility coming out of the marketplace is really due to the fact that the market's been able to hold on to these levels.
Thank you, and have a great week, Dan.
All right, thanks, Angie. Thanks for having me.